So we finally got some stuff here. This took like a month to get here as well. Got this Snorkel right here. We're gonna add to the cruiser. There's the main body of it. Here is the head, right there. Get the point, there's the head. And here is the hardware. And this is the installation instructions I got with this one. Since if you haven't seen, I did an ARB snorkel and it came with a whole lot of instructions. So this one has nothing, but I think I can still figure it out. We're just gonna get this all taped up, this template. It at least came with the template for drilling all your holes and stuff. So what we'll do is I'll mark this out. Before I start doing all the body work to it, I wanna get this cut up and installed on there. So when I go to do the rafter liner on the body, which is also going to be white, and then we're going to take out a lot of the dents and stuff before we do the rafter liner. Basically strip this thing down and do the whole, everything that's white needs to be rafter lined because the paint's pretty bad. So we're going to end up doing that. We're going to get the snorkel installed. I'll do some install instructions on that one so you know how to do it. Let's go ahead and start on the snorkel project now. As you can see, or maybe not see since the body is white, the template is white. We now have the template put across here. So there are holes here, 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 here. They're easy to drill out. Then right here, you can either cut that with a body saw, or you can use a big hole saw for that one. And then I just cut out around the, on the template, I just cut out around the antenna here for the radio. I don't know if that gets to stand there or not yet until I fit up the snorkel body. So all you gotta do now is take and start drilling out your holes, and then you can take your template off if you really care about your paint. I don't right now. So if you care about your paint, I would just take and put a bunch of painter's tape underneath here to keep your paint from getting scratched up from the drill filings and the cutting and so forth. So make sure you just tape that down really good so it won't move as you're doing your drilling out your holes and stuff, and you should be in good shape. If you want to, you could take a permanent marker here in case your template falls off or something, and just trace all the holes here. That's a good thing to do as well. That way, if it does fall off, you won't be trying to line everything up later. Another thing I would do is center punch all your holes before you start drilling them as well. Obviously I've got a piece of tape there, but I can fix that circle should I need to. So just grab yourself I like to use these spring punches here and just kind of guesstimate the middle of it. Punch that. A little bit better than like trying to use a hammer to punch, because the hammer to punch will probably put a bigger dent than what you need in the metal. This will just put a little indent for where your drill tip is going to hit. Okay, so those are all marked. So let's grab a drill with a little pilot bit on here and just we'll just start drilling those with the pilot. All right, so you can see we've got all the pilot holes started here, ready to go. So the next step is to get a hole saw for this. I got to measure it and see what size it is. So let's just grab our handy dandy tape measure here. See what size we need here. So this didn't come with any instructions, so I'm just kind of trying to wing it here and see what we got for size. looking like a 3-inch. So let's go get I need to go get a 3-inch hole saw at the store, and then I'll drill this out after we do that. And then there is a bracket that goes up here somewhere. So what I plan on doing there, let's see if we can see this. There's a little bolt place where you bolt it in right there, the bracket. They'll hold it to the body on the A-pillar. So once I get that whole thing in, I'll just go up to the A-pillar, offer it up, and mark the holes, kind of like this. It'll be a template, and I'll just drill those holes. When I'm up here, I'll probably use a rib nut up here just to secure that bracket there. And then when I do that, I'm gonna put a little bit of silicone around each rib nut that goes in there so it's all nice and sealed, and the metal sealed so it won't rot out. So that's the next step. Let's get on to that. Okay, so I remembered I did have a 3-inch hole saw, but I had it down in my toolbox for drilling holes downstairs in the drywall. So this is a metal saw, so it'll work just fine. So I center punched my hole. Now we're just gonna set that up there, and then we're gonna drill right through there. Okay, so I started using that other hole saw, and it was only scratching the surface, quite literally, so I went and bought a new one, Milwaukee bulldozer. Let's see if we can finish this baby up here. Okay, we're in. That's the stock air intake tube. I did not destroy it, luckily. Alright, let's do a little bit of a test fit here and grab it. Okay, so we're just gonna, it doesn't quite fit in the hole yet. I'm gonna get out my die grinder and just do a little trim up around the edge here and here. Just get the hole just a hair bigger. Let's do that. Okay, this is our, I don't know, 1970s. I don't know when this one was made. Don't know. But if you don't know how to use that, you better not touch it because it'll rip your arm off. Whoa, safety first. Always put your goggles on. Alright, here we go. As you see, we've got our snorkel in the hole, and the hole's just big enough to get the snorkel attachment in there. I gotta go inside now, the fender here, and start taking out all the old pieces for the air intake, and then we can start, take that out. We can start putting our pieces in here that are gonna attach this to the fender with that. So in our hardware, this will be the connection tube from the snorkel to the air intake. This is our bracket that goes up on here. So what we got here. Okay. We got left here are these, I guess, Allen head screws, and each one of those will probably go into these, I imagine. Yep. So you got 2 of those to put in. I'm not sure what we count here once I do it. That's that'll be 3. Hopefully there's enough of them in here. All right. That looks good. Looks like everything's going to line and fit good. So let's get inside here and start taking off the stock air intake system inside. I'm going to start by just removing the air box probably, and then ripping this stuff out right here. So I'm going to take all this stuff off now. Okay. All right, we've made some progress. The snorkel is totally bolted on here, all the way through here, ready to go. Bolted there, riveted to the body, sealed to the body. The back two bolts back there. Let me give you a hint on those. Take out the power antenna, move that out of the way. Take out the, that's the cruise control module there. You gotta take that off, and then you have to somehow fit your arm back in there. There's two bolts, you get two nuts and washers you gotta put on back there. So I got those on. I became a contortionist, and then there are about 4 or 5 right here. I don't remember, I didn't count. So right around the head of the snorkel, or where it feeds into the air filter box. So all we got left to do now is put the retaining band, I guess, around this thing, hose clamp band, whatever you want to call it. And then we need to put the air box back in here and hook the air box up to the snorkel with this fine contraption here of rubber. I think it just goes on here, like, just goes on there like that, and then you have to hook your box shut. So you should probably put your hose clamp on there first before you put the box on. Put them both on each end. Tighten the one up in here, because obviously after the box is in, you're not gonna be able to reach that anymore. So let's get to that point done.
2 hours later.
The snorkel is now in. We've got it all hooked up, air box back in, bolted down, and everything's complete. And we've got the head on there as well, bolted down, tightened down with its hose clamp. I gotta say, that was not fun. I had to use some simple green for some lubricant to get over this. This hose has still got a little bit of a crinkle in it.
That's what she said.
Not sure what to do yet, so I may buy a silicone hose. It just doesn't seem to have the right angle to the dangle on it. So we'll look into fixing that. But for now, since this thing isn't a very much of a highway car or used in such manner, I think that'll be okay. But we're gonna definitely look into fixing that however we can. That's it. Looks pretty good on there. Fits really well. Even down in there. Yeah, it seems to fit the body good. I was able to retain the factory antenna, stereo antenna as well, so. Only thing that was a pain was getting a couple of the holes to line up, and then trying to get a couple of the nuts on the back inside the fender there. You need some midget arms. So all in all, I think it looks pretty good. There you go, there's your perspective with the hood open. I haven't put away my tools yet. Now I gotta wash the engine again because it's all full of dust from Moab. But yeah, I like that. I think it looks pretty good. All right, so that's the end of the snorkel install.